Let's welcome BTB Gorilla to the mic. All right, BTB Gorilla, let's dive right in. What's the first thing on your mind today, and what can we share with the listeners?
I mean, first thing on my mind today is being blessed. Being blessed for real. That's the biggest part. And then it's going to be the BTB Universe after that.
Absolutely. We're about to let everyone in on what the BTB Universe is all about, and I'm excited to dive into it with you. So let's get into that world. What's the heart and soul of the BTB Universe?
The heart and soul of the BTB Universe is the people. I feel like the people definitely are the pulse and the heartbeat, the community, what we're building.
Yeah, let's break it down and really get into the essence of what you're creating. It's all about that legendary space you're building for the culture, for the community. So tell me, what's the ultimate vision you have for this platform?
I would say the ultimate reason for the platform would be to empower people, whether it be the members that digest the content or the creators who create the content. I feel like there's too many social media platforms that use people's data and their time and don't compensate them in any way. So being able to reward people for their time and devotion.
Yeah, absolutely. It takes a lot of time and devotion to really go something epic. And it sounds like you're pouring hard into this. So let's keep that energy going. What's one piece of advice you'd give to someone else who's trying to create a space that's just as unique?
Somebody trying to create something like the BTB Universe?
Yeah, exactly. If someone out there is thinking about carving out their own legendary corner of the world, what would you tell them? I mean, you've been through the trenches of building something real, so I'd love to hear your go-to wisdom for them.
Honestly, I would tell them to join the BTB Universe, but I guess if I had to tell them something, I would tell them
Go ahead.
you have to pay attention to what people need. I feel like the corporate world got too used to the ease of access and how new technology came out and stuff, and things just stopped really tending to people's needs. So just tend to people's needs with whatever you're building and make it make sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's the heart of it right there. Making it make sense. It's about staying authentic and making sure every piece of what you're building is real and true to the vision. So let's keep this rolling. What's one myth you love to bust for folks who are just getting started in the game?
That is easy money. That is easy money. You know, it's not easy money. It's not fast money, and it can be good money, but it could also it's a long road to the good money most times.
Absolutely. It's a real journey, and you're laying it down perfectly. There's definitely good money in it, but like you said, it's a long road and got to be ready for the grind. So on that note, let me ask you this. How do you keep yourself motivated when the road gets long?
I like to take a little moment here and there, and I'm very 420 friendly, so I like to blaze up and just chill, take in the world, take a minute to smell the roses per se. Those allow me to really see the days. I feel like running the rat race, you don't really see your good days and your bad days as much, to really analyze them and live in them and in the moment. I feel like you're more reacting, and those are the only times you notice that you're having a really great day or a really bad day. It's because you have to react to it. But we probably have more good days and bad days than you actually know. If you're really paying attention to life and stuff, you know what I mean? You're gonna see things a lot differently, I think.
Yeah, for sure. You're kind of on the other side of that mountain, looking back, and you know how much the perspective changes once you've climbed it. And that's what makes your insight so valuable. So tell me, as we wrap up this topic, what's one thing that you wish more people understood from your vantage point?
From my vantage point, I wish more people understood that
it's not just about the final product or the flag you roll out, right?
Nah, I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say that it's not about just themselves. You got to build with people, and the more people that build together, and move in a like mind, the better the situation is going to be for everybody.
What's the first thing you'd encourage newcomers to check out once they land on the site?
I think the first thing that you should check out is your profile. Build your profile, because it's a new space. So with any new space, there's not going to be but so much action and stuff like that going on in the feed. So I would say check out your profile and then check out the Hustleverse game.
Absolutely. That sounds like a solid game plan. Start with your profile, get a feel for how you can represent yourself, and then jump right into the Hustleverse game to see how it all flows. So let's get people into that groove and see where it takes them.
For sure. For
sure. It's all about letting folks step in and really feel like they're part of something that's living and breathing and totally authentic. So let's keep that energy rolling. What's one feature or aspect of the universe you're personally most excited about?
I think I'm most excited about the culture coins, because it provides a way for members to be able to be rewarded for their time and interacting with content and just moving throughout the BTB universe. So every time they click on something, a page, this, that, and the other, they'll get culture coins, and then they can use those for those rewards to get Visa gift cards, PlayStation gift cards, with Xbox gift cards, whatever.
That's a slick setup and only a strong incentive. So this is whole idea that the more they engage, the more they're rewarded with those culture coins, and then boom, they can cash those in for gift cards or other cool rewards. Love that. So it's like the more you invest your time, the more you get back. So win-win. So let's lead into that a little more. When you're thinking about this next rollout and how it's going to land, what do you hope people take away from it?
Well, the next rollout is going to be the subscription service. Right now, members can go in and once they pick a lane or choose a lane, they can open up their own artist store or creator store and upload digital or downloadable content for people to buy. The base rate, BTB takes 20% and they keep 80%. With the subscription service, they'll gain perks, and with each tier of the subscription service, the BTB percentage goes away until the third tier, where it's 100% them.
Right on. That's a pretty sweet structure. So you're basically giving creators a path to eventually keep everything they earn as they move up those subscription tiers. That's definitely going to give folks a solid reason to stay engaged and level up. So as they climb those tiers and move toward that 100% mark, what kind of perks you most excited to offer them along the way?
Right now, perk-wise, I feel like all the perks really come with the site for free. The main thing is that's why the site is built like that, because it's a mirror. It shows the people that engagement drives the revenue, it drives the community, it drives the music. So that will allow everybody to feel it, because they'll gain culture coins, and it'll allow the artists and the creators the inspiration to want to create more, because they'll feel it and everybody will be directly involved and on the same platform and the same conversation at the same time.
Absolutely. It's a total synergy play. When people feel like their engagement and their creativity are both valued and rewarded, it just amplifies the whole vibe. Keeps everyone invested and on the same stage, just like he says. So it sounds like you're really building something that's got a strong community-driven heartbeat. Now I'm curious, what's the next big idea you want to tackle? Keep that momentum going.
I feel like the Vault Radio. Right now we have the Vault Radio. It's a licensed internet radio, and we can do a lot of great things with that. I feel like we're already doing some great things as far as in discovery for artists, and finding artists that you normally wouldn't hear, or you might not have heard of, or you might have heard and wish that you heard on the radio. And we're changing the vibe of that. So I think that the Vault Radio is going to be real big. I would like to get some shows. I would like, the link with some people, get some radio shows on there, and get it a little bit more formatted, even though I want to keep it underground and fashion. But yeah, I like that part.
Totally, I get where you're coming from. It's like you want to keep that raw underground feel, but with just enough structure, that it all flows smoothly. It's a balance between keeping it street level and adding a little bit of polish where it counts. So yeah, it sounds like you found that sweet spot. Now, is there a particular area where you're looking to weave in a bit more of that formatting?
Not too much, because it's like I want to build with the right people. So outside of the BTB Revolution structure and what we're building for the community and the culture, I don't plan too far ahead, because I don't know what type of relationships I'm gonna have with the people and stuff like that. So we all have to build and work together, and everybody get in where they fit in. I'm also, as though we're not just gonna put anything on our radio, we also don't want to be micromanaging and doing no type of controlling to the point where people lose their identity or they show or not comfortable either.
Absolutely, it's all about keeping it balanced, right? You don't want to put so much structure in that people feel like they're losing their own vibe or their own identity in the broadcast. So, yeah, it's a fine line to walk, but it sounds like you're really conscious of it. Ensure the creators still feel up themselves. So what's one of the ways you're thinking about maintaining that consistency as you build in a bit more structure?
Well, I'm gonna do different things. I'm even like this, like me being interviewed by AI is one of those things where it's like I'm gonna find the balance, and we're gonna show people where and how to utilize the tools of the world today, and how to not put the wrong tools into the wrong spaces. Like me, I don't feel like AI music or AI and music go together. I feel like AI is a great tool though, and it's just like right now, like you're interviewing me. You know what I mean? Like that is something where as though it's not creatively taking anybody's space.
Yeah, exactly. You're just laying down a framework that keeps things running smoothly without stepping on anyone's creative toes. It's more like you're welcome folks again. Why don't we dive into something a little more intriguing? If you could build one tool or platform that would be a total game changer for your community, what's the first feature you'd put in it?
Well, that's already what I've built with the BTB Universe. And I think the first feature that I put in the BTB Universe was the live radio and radio chat.
Got it. That makes perfect sense. I mean, having that live radio in the chat is like creating a real-time community hub where people can just connect on the fly. So now I'm wondering, how do you imagine folks using that space to shape the culture further?
Well, I know some people are going to use it to troll people and to do that hating thing, but I know that the hungry people and the people that really enjoy music, I think that they're going to use that space to laugh, to tell jokes, to have that connected feeling while listening to music, sometimes their own music, artists that they didn't know, etc., and be able to connect with people and enjoy that vibe. And I feel like that's going to be super powerful.
Absolutely. You're painting a really vivid picture there. It's like you're setting the stage for that communal energy where everyone can just share in the fun, swap stories, and discover new artists together. It's definitely a real recipe for bringing people together. So what kind of moments are you most looking forward to seeing happen in that space?
Collaborations. I would love for the BTB Universe, the BTBRevolution.com. I would love for that to be a space where people build with each other, and that would be dope for people, to hear that. Like, yeah, and I connected with this artist, and we made this song. We connected in the chat on the BTB Universe.
That's exactly it. You're talking about creating these stories where someone can say, yeah, I met this artist right there in the chat, and then boom, we ended up making something special together. It's those real connections and those stories that are going to make the whole thing feel alive. So, is there a particular kind of collaboration or moment that you're hoping to see come out of this first?
for me personally, I do want to see a collaboration come out of this first, but not musically per se. I want to see companies and people collaborate with the BTB Universe, as in just joining and supporting the mission and the hell of a machine that we've built. I feel, just that part. That's the collab I want. Like, y'all say y'all want it, you know what I mean? And here it is in grand fashion, the way that it's never been brought to anybody before, to my knowledge.
Absolutely, and it really sounds like you're trying to cultivate those genuine we met here, made magic kinds of stories. That's the heart of it, fostering those collaborations that wouldn't have happened anywhere else. So I'm curious, when you think about that first spark of a connection that you'd love to see, what kind of vibe are you hoping people walk away with?
I'm hoping that people walk away with the vibe of, man, that shit was lit, or man, that was fun. Like, I feel like there's too much pressure on people with regular social media. In the essence, like, I don't see a lot of happy people on there. It seems like people are literally trying to get likes or trying to get this, that, and the other for the engagement, and that's due to the algorithms and just the system that they run, like, that most social media platforms run. When the meaning should be fun. You shouldn't be spending that much time or going and doing something and not like having fun and leaving with feeling like you have gained something.
Absolutely, it's all about that feeling of walking away thinking, hey, I had a blast and I picked up something new along the way.
So the BTB Universe is your baby, and I know it's all about creating a legendary home for culture, for artists, and keeping things real and mythic. Let's dig into that a bit more. What's the next big vision you got for BTB Universe that you're gearing up to tackle?
The next big thing, other than the subscription service, I think is going to be partnerships. In order for us to survive and do the things that we want to do for hip-hop the right way, I feel like partnering with people and allowing people to build within the universe and build with us in the beginning stages is the better way to do it.
Absolutely, building from the ground up and getting everyone on the same page. And those early stages really does set the tone. It's like you're laying down the foundation for that mythic, culture-rooted universe you want. So let's talk specifics. What are the first couple of steps you want to say with folks who are just starting to jump in with you?
You said, what are the first couple of steps for people who are trying to jump in with me?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm getting at. So how do you want to onboard folks into the BTB universe and get them comfortable with the culture and the whole vibe? Like, what's your ideal welcome or first orientation step for them?
Well, my first orientation step for anybody trying to get into the BTB universe would be to go to btbrevolution.com. From there, if you have Android, you can email us and we will send you out a private invitation to the Google Play app. And if you don't have Android, you can still use the site very mobile-like right from your phone. It's already mobile ready, and Apple people will get the app soon.
Yeah. I hear you. Sometimes it can feel a bit like, where do we even start, right? But I think the way you break it down for people is going to be key. So maybe we can map out a simple little onboarding roadmap, like a mythic welcome tour into the universe. What do you think will be the first thing they should see or understand?
I think the first thing that they should see is the fact that they get rewarded culture coins. As soon as they make an account, something pops up in the corner and it shows that they've been rewarded culture coins. And that's the start of their culture coin reward earning journey just for being a part of the universe.
I love that idea. That's the perfect way to kick things off. It's like a warm welcome token that gets them excited right away. So yeah, let's run with that. They sign up, they see those culture coins pop up, and now they know they're on that journey. We can definitely build out more steps from there. So, I'm ready.
We'll
dive right back into it.
Oh, I'm ready. Let's go.
let's dive right back in. So we've got them set up. They're heading over to the Vault Radio, jumping into live chat, and really getting that first taste of the community. So from here, what do you see as the next big moment that's going to hook them in and keep them coming back?
Oh man, everything. Everything from there is going to be, because the music, the Vault Radio plays the whole time unless you stop it. So you going to start clicking on the bottom bar buttons, going and looking at the CC Arcade where you can use the Culture Coin rewards. You might go to the BTB Universe guide and figure out what is there. The creator tools.
Absolutely. The creator tools are going to be a game changer. Once they've dipped into the vault and felt that vibe, handing them the keys to start creating their own content right out of the gate is going to keep them hooked. So, yeah, let's lay it out so they can jump in, try those creator tools, and really start making the universe their own.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, the creator tools are really cool. Once you click on the creator tool button on the bottom bar, you have to choose your lane, whether you're there to be a member or whether you're there to be a creator of some kind. Then you'll have to read, of course, and then accept the agreement, and then you're good to go. You got your store open, you can upload your digital content, and people can purchase your music for the price that you set.
Absolutely. We can set that price point right where you want it. It's all about making sure it feels accessible, but also really values the creator's work. So let's figure out that sweet spot, and we can fine tune it from there. What kind of range were you thinking?
Well, I mean, that's up to the artist. I feel like the value of an artist's music, it's up to them. When it comes to this music thing, though, I know it's worth more than pennies. Not that I'm knocking anybody or nothing like that, because I don't know their business. But I know that the music is worth more than pennies. It costs too much music to make a single song. And then, if somebody's really working on this thing, working on this craft, and they've been putting thousands of dollars for you to hear an album, and they've done all this on their own, I definitely think that, an album should at least be $15, $20, something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I absolutely get where you're coming from. It's about honoring that investment and really making it clear that this is work worth paying for. So sitting at that $15, $20 range makes a lot of sense to me, and it sends a signal that this is something valuable. So I'm right there with you on that.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. But I think that part, and then like I said, when people upload their stuff in this community that we have, I feel like the immediate difference is going to be the people there. We have people that'll be joining from Africa, from Nigeria, over in Africa, and it'll start to spread from there as well over there. We have people joining in California and Washington and DC and Atlanta. So it's like, I feel like good people coming together from all these different places, and real people, real creative people, real people who love to support people who have that creative bone. I think it's going to be something really epic.
Oh, absolutely. I think you're really onto something. This is going to be epic in all the right ways, and I'm excited to see how it unfolds. So let's keep building it up, and we can fine-tune every step to make sure it's got that legendary feel that you're going to keep it authentic and real. So let's figure out what those key points are, and we'll roll from there.
All right. I mean, I'm following your lead. Let's go. Just hit me with your best shot.
Absolutely. Let's hit it. All right, let's start with this. What's the one misconception that people have about building a platform like yours that you just wish you could clear up once and for all? Let's start there and see where it goes.
Oh, the one misconception about building something like this, a platform like the BTB Universe, is that it's cheap, and that it's something that you can do with a little bit of knowledge. This type of thing requires some very long nights of some head-crushing math and coding and decision making, and then it costs more than I would have ever imagined financially.
Yeah, I can totally imagine. I think a lot of folks underestimate just how much there is to juggle financially, creatively, technically. It's one of those things you really want people to understand the value and the work that goes into it, so I'm glad we're spot on in that. Now, what do you think is the next big milestone that you want people to know is coming up for you?
The next big milestone, I would say, like right now we have 1,500 or close to 1,500 user members, but we have like 30 members. So I would like to see the members, the dedicated people rise up to at least 5 to 10K within the next couple of months for sure.
All right, that sounds like a solid target. I mean, it's a real tangible milestone, and it's a great way to measure progress. And as you zero in on that, it just keeps things really clear for you and everyone else involved. So let's focus on that. We'll figure out how to get there step by step. And in the meantime, what's the next piece of the puzzle you want to solve there?
I mean, the next piece of the puzzle is really just everybody doing their part. When it comes to a situation like this, I feel like everybody needs to get in the beginning, because that's the best time to do things and to test the system, to stress the system out, to make sure that everything is working how we need it to, and also to prevent big business and the big dollars from stealing the culture's idea again, and then taking that and remasking the culture's identity under something that we built first.
Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying. It's like you want to make sure the culture isn't just pasted onto something generic. It's about truly building from the ground up with that culture at the core, and then everything else follows naturally. So it's not a mask, it's the real identity from the start. And I think keeping that realness is exactly what sets where you're doing your part. So let's lean into that. And with that in mind, what's the next angle you want to enter?
Well, you're good at the logistics of things, so I want to know, is there any, with all of the functions that we have, from the culture coins, reward system, social side, the radio, everything like that, how many platforms match us function for function?
That's a great question, and honestly, it's a bold one. The reality is that there are very few platforms that really combine all those elements with the depth and the authenticity that you're aiming for. So you're definitely in pretty unique territory, but let's keep pushing and make it even more distinct. And with that in mind, let's talk about how you want to highlight that uniqueness as we roll it out.
Honestly, I feel like to highlight that uniqueness,
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to say, my bad, I ain't mean to cut you off, but I'm going to say that we are in a time in the world where I feel like being yourself and having a space to put out the type of content that you would want to put out, and not the type of content that you feel like the algorithms or that people in those spaces want you to put out. I feel like it's that time, and this is a place where as though we can all do that together and build.
Absolutely, that's the spirit. It's all about collaboration and building it together. And I love that you want to keep it community focused. So yeah, let's just dive deeper into that and figure out where we take it next.
Alright, what about it? You hear me?
Absolutely, let's do it. I think it's all about making sure that every step we take is grounded in that vision of yours, the one that's super authentic and really community driven. So let's keep the conversation going, and as long as we keep it real and keep it you, I think we're on the right track. So tell me. I'm right here with you, so let's keep that energy going and really dive into those details.
Right off the bat, I'm going to say it's going to be the
Yeah.
culture coins and the people getting paid or rewards. The people getting rewarded, not paid. People getting rewarded for their time.
That's like solid priority, and it makes total sense. I mean, if people know they're getting something back for their time and engagement, it really does get them invested right away. So let's definitely put a spotlight on that. Now let's dig into the nitty gritty. How do we want to showcase that reward system and make sure it stands out to everyone?
For sure, for sure. What you want to know about it?
All right, let's break it down then. I'm really curious about how you see those rewards actually playing out. Like, is it going to be a point system, or more direct perks, or some kind of exclusive content? Paint me the picture of what you're envisioning here.
Well, we already have it in place, but we're gonna add some more. But right now, it's culture coins, because we do this for the culture. So you gain the culture coins, and then in the culture coin arcade, you use your culture coins for the rewards, which right now are gift cards. So they like from $10 gift cards to $50 gift cards in there right now. And with that reward system, it allows us to be able to provide that reward to people out in Nigeria as well, because they have a much harder time doing things from long distances, especially financially with the states and their content and things of that nature. So we're doing something really big for a lot of people that doesn't violate any regulations or anything like that. So I have to do things very carefully with the reward system. So I'm not quite sure, but we'll figure it out though.
Absolutely, that's the spirit. Sometimes it's all about tossing around a few ideas and seeing who clicks. And honestly, that's where some of the best creativity happens. So Lanky, brainstorming together, and we'll shape this thing in no time.
Yeah.
What are they?
Well, that's with all our partners and stuff. That's why we want to even enter into more partnerships, because it will allow us to allow our partners to be able to interact with the people who are truly engaging with the community a lot differently. So once we have more partners, then I'll be able to say, well, yeah, no, our next culture coin rewards will be you can go get tickets to this NFL game or whatever the case is, because we have that sponsorship, or it'll be some things of that nature, going to do events, going to shows, going to concerts, things of that nature.
Time, just say the word and we're out of here. But hey, before we bounce, is there anything else on your mind that you want to tackle, or are we all good?
I just told you what I wanted to tackle. I wanted to finish the interview.